Good afternoon, everybody. I'm back at Harbor Town. My car's still in the trailer, but we are going to be doing some more work towards getting the S14 done today. Not getting the car done today, but doing more work today to get it done, if you know what I mean. We got some pretty cool stuff in the works right now. Myself and Orion and Austin and Chow, which I'm excited. I don't know if I should talk about it yet, so I'm not going to, but it is exciting. So I'm excited about that. And then, yeah, that's really all that's going on. Let's see what Tom's up to. You miss me?
What you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
What you doing?
I'm here.
Walking in here filming?
Yeah, is that cool? Everybody in the comments is going to tell you how bad smoking is for you and that you should quit.
Is that what they're doing now?
That's what they always do. It's crazy.
Look, man. Let me tell them. With all these other chemicals I'm around, you know, smoking is the least of my worries.
Is it? I feel like it just adds to your worries, though.
Dude,
I mean, I smoke. It's all good.
everything gives you cancer nowadays.
Listen, if you smoke, you poke. That's science. If she smokes, she pokes.
That's true.
It's pretty crazy how on top of their shit they are. Holly never disappoints. I ordered some fittings a while ago, and they were out of some, which I made do without. Actually, I haven't made do without yet because we haven't done it yet. But for like the oil cooler and power steering stuff, we needed AN fittings, and these just showed up. I didn't have to bug them or anything. Earls and Holly, they're so amazing. Thank you guys so much. I want you guys to do me a favor, please. Do me one huge favor. Holly has been such a big supporter of my build and everything that I do, and I'm so thankful. Will you guys all go over to their YouTube channel? I'm going to link it below. Go over to their YouTube channel, go to the last video that they've uploaded. They do a lot of really, really good tutorials on how to wire your ECU up, or they talk about the digital dash. Like anything that you get from them, how to make fittings. That's how I learned how to make my fittings, is off of their YouTube channel. But go to their channel, link below, go to the last video they posted, and just tell them, just say thank you. We came from Caleb's channel, or thank you for helping Caleb, or just do something like that. Just let them know that we are all thankful for the amount of support they have given me. So yes, please do that. Thank you. So first things first, before we do anything today, we got those rockers all put together with the trunnion upgrade kit, and we did that yesterday. And now today, we're gonna go into the trailer right here, look at the car, assess what needs to be done, see if there's anything else that we can do to or for the car without taking it out of the trailer, instead of it just sitting in the shop and taking up space. So we're gonna go in there, take a peek at it. After the car is done completely, I'm going to take the car home and it'll stay at my house instead of taking up all the space in the shop. The car will just be at the house. Tom, you know, Tom doesn't want my car taking up space in the shop. Do you, Tom?
I want to work on my stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna get this car done and out of here, back at my house. We'll be able to do more fun videos there than here because the neighborhood's hot.
You got wheels and tires in there.
Look at my bumper.
Oh, that sucks.
I don't want to talk about it. Here's the drive shaft. The most expensive drive shaft on earth. All right, well, we got in the trailer, assessed what needs to be done on the car, and now we're gonna pull the trailer out and unload this thing. So we have two issues right now. One, the lawnmower doesn't work. And two, Raven's calling me. Pause. Okay, now the second issue is kind of an issue that I knew was going to happen, but when we took the car, after we got the engine in the car, the last thing that I did before loading it in the trailer was put the hood on, which is probably a mistake. Now, I totally thought this hood was going to clear the throttle body and the intake, and it didn't. Now, I didn't have any room in my trailer to set my hood off the car, like on the side, so I just put it on and just kind of let it rest on the throttle body, and boy, was it a mistake. Now, this part right here, as you can see, is what's resting on the throttle body. You can see it in there. Now, this doesn't matter because this whole thing is getting cut out right here, but the thing that does piss me off, this crack right here. This crack right here is pissing me off, and it sucks because that's like right in the center of it, and it kind of scratched my fenders. Not really. I mean, this car is going to get really fucked up anyways. Watch this. Ugh. So that's very unfortunate. Other than that, the car managed pretty well on our journey. This is the first time I've even looked at it since leaving LS Fest. So yeah, it managed all right. That's really the only complaints that I have. That and from the car being so low and not aligned right, there's a little crack somewhere over here that I saw, and it looks like something ate my tire, like it was like rubbing on metal. Look at this. And I have no idea how that happened. This one's even worse right here. Look at this. No idea how that happened. So the car's back in. For those of you that haven't seen the engine in this car yet and haven't watched the previous videos, here it is. It looks very pretty. And it's going to look a lot prettier when it runs and fucking roars. Here's the final to-do list to get this thing driving and ready to go. I'll go over some of it. Wire brake lights, which they're already wired. I just need to get plugs. Make a vent for the fuel cell. Finish the kill switch. Put the brake switch on. If you guys don't know what a brake switch is, it's basically a brake pressure switch. So as you apply pressure to the brake pedal, it turns on the brake lights. Hydraulic handbrake lines, wire the dash, mount switch panel, which that's pretty much already done, just need some self-tappers. Brake lines from bulkhead to master, clutch line from bulkhead to master. Cut the hood so that it fits. God, my camera sucks. There you go. Let's see what else. Install the rockers and push rods. Install radiator hoses. Finish the fuel lines up at the front where the regulator is. Do an exhaust, which is it's Tom's forte. Wire headlights, same thing, just need to make plugs. Hood pins, front and rear, alignment, coils, and plugs. And that'll be it. Still plenty of cutting to go, but just so you guys know, I hate this, and I'm not excited about this, but it's what's needed to make this fit. And it still doesn't fit, so there's still more that needs to be cut. It is kind of cool seeing the Holley pop through, but there's an expensive hood just to cut a big fat hole in it. Well, it is what it is. The hood actually closes now. We'll still have to cut here for the intake, but everything clears. It kind of like rests on it a little bit, but that doesn't really matter. Once the hood pins are on here, it'll kind of lift it up just enough. Just enough to show that Sniper logo on the manifold. Looks alright. Actually, it doesn't look good at all. Who am I kidding? But it is what it is. It just has to happen. Sad. Alright, a couple things that got done today. One, I ruined my expensive hood. Two, Tom finished the kill switch. I had it halfway done. He did the hard part. Thanks, Tom. We ran the harness for the digital dash display that is over here. Ran the harness for that. Now the only thing is a power to a switch, So just go to the ignition switch and that'll flip the dash on. And then a ground, and that's it. And then I tighten down the steering column. It's missing one bolt, but the other ones are good and tight. And then I took everything off the front end because clearly the front of the engine has to be dressed. The one main concern is that the crank bolt, we're using a ARP one, not the stock one. So how to get to that. And then finish putting everything on the engine, belts, dress it. We're still not sure if my throttle cable is going to work, but it should, hopefully. And then you can see the feed line. So the fuel system is going to be laid out a little different now than I had anticipated before. Before, what was going to happen is there was going to be a feed line here, as so. That's already on there. It's going to come up the rail, cross under here to the return, go back through the fuel rail to the regulator, and this little fuel pressure gauge was going to be on there. But instead, because it is a pressurized system, and my fuel pressure regulator is kind of cool. It's it's from Radium. Basically, how it'll come up is the feed will come up to the regulator. From the regulator, it'll Y to each fuel rail, and then there'll be a return that goes down, and that's all pressurized in the regulator. So the front, one side of the rail is capped over there, and then this one just was drilled and tapped for the gauge. So that's something that I'm waiting on a couple of fittings for. Gotta wait for those Earls fittings. Everything on this car is Earls, which is really nice. Makes my life real easy. Their lines and fittings go together real quick and easy. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Obviously everything up here needs to be plugged in, but that's very, very basic and minor. Oh, the other thing that needs to be done is brackets to hold the power steering and oil cooler. That was something we forgot to put on the list earlier when I read it off. But that's what these fittings are for, actually, right here. All of these fittings are for that. Thank you for watching today's video, and don't forget to hit the link in the description to go check out some of the new Quan Gang gear. We got the lanyards, the sunglasses, the shirts, and then also make sure to go over to the Holley YouTube channel. Tell them I sent you. I really think you guys will enjoy the content that they provide over there, especially if you like V8s. Even if you don't like V8s, there's stuff for plumbing, fuel systems, and other things that can be used on any car, JZ car, SR car, doesn't matter. But it's definitely made the installation of all this wiring in here very, very, very simple, and simple is key. So until tomorrow, thank you for watching. Peace.